they thought that I was just a... Now when I do, they call me Mister. Stop it. Big wall with suffice. Play with the family, playing with your life. Just got the ops hurt, looking sick. So we gon' disinfect them like a wipe. Had that boy a big cat with no stripes. Now on the gram, ain't worried about a light. Yeah, I had to go ahead and raise the fee. If you ain't rocking with it, take a hike.
Say you gon' ride. Say you gon' step by me. Spin the slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me? Say you gon' ride. Is you gon' step by me? Can't do it back, keep racks on me. Name home with I keep 3 on me. Oh, so you riding. I can do everything that you gon' like. Young, rich, and famous, I'm living the life. Oh, pull up in that new thing. When I'm swerving and hogging up both lanes. You know I'm in the mood. After I score, I'm bringing these. We got no limit, yeah, we on the ride. We all gon' step, we all gon' ride. Say you gon' ride. Say you gon' step by me. Spin the slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Every time I'ma step with the steppers. Black and white beans looking like pepper. Flawless diamonds, yeah, I'm good under pressure. 400 racks tucked in the dresser. Blowing money fast like Big Meech. Thinking that they winning, big reach. They know I'm the best, I'm elite. I know when they hating is instinct.
Say you gon' ride. Say you gon' step by me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. First carry now for Gus Edwards. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. At about the 32. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a game. Play action. Now Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Surtain. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind it.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey already? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. That complete over the middle. He's got Manhurts, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Chris Manhurts, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline.
Sammy sideline. He knows something. He tackles pretty well,
that's it.
He's targeted an airport stay. They'll try and throw forward to Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they'll wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. These two teams all tied after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Let's look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. It's a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson now. He's got it complete to Aguilar.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and 1.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way.
Huge play there for Denver. 47 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. The left side complete to Troutman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Part of a very strong gain of 24. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Again, Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the deep.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. What's good on the extra point? And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. That ball's caught at the right side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Throwing is Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this 1st half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath with those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been apprised, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. Into like that, like.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Today, we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 22 more yards there and another first down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 33. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Charlie Kohler.
27 yards.
And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind them. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the shotgun, Wilson.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Wilson will throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
That pass play good for 7. but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space. When they dumped it to the back, he was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1, and the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now it's Jackson.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Jackson now. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
He's to the 15.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 76 yards.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They go play action with Wilson.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. And he's got Rome. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. A give for Edwards running right.
Down to about the 37.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Jackson from the shotgun. Rolling to his right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They go play action with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good...
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
And the Broncos.
So the big Wilson. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Broncos first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos are back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
13 yards. First down, Ravens.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Here's a diving catch right side. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
To throw again is Jackson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Screen play set up for Williams.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Complete to Likely.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here's Jackson to throw. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely.
So the completion good for just 3, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To throw is Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To the right side, this is Edwards. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
They certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stop.
Touchdown! Justice Hill, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Ravens 24, Broncos 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 3rd down, Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos.
Jerry Jeudy,
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Edward.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens had 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and 25. This has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Play action, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Here's Wilson to throw. That is caught, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and 10 at the 14-yard
From the
line.
red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
37-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
2 yards to go, second down. They go play action with Jackson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play action. It's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a handoff, Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
At the 13-yard line.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is that. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 14 yards that time for number 14. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 34.
Now it's Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter.
we've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims from 6 yards away.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
What's good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Devin Duvernay on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing now is Wilson.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4.
Here's Wilson.
3rd and 2.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Wilson's throw here caught by Mims.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 1st and 10.
Wilson to throw.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here's first down.
11 more yards. That's another Broncos first down.
Now Wilson. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Jackson. That's complete to Kohler.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
First down, Ravens.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and joy will reign.